It's going straight to you because I ain't.
Boruto, alright. Now, in my last video, I told y'all I wanted to see some Sharingan action. And you know what I got? I got plenty of it, alright? We're gonna jump quick to Naruto real quick, okay? Because, you know, this is, like I said last video, this is exactly what they did with Sasuke, alright? With Sasuke on the Great Naruto Bridge, okay? I don't understand. You don't understand. How is it that you're gonna name the bridge after the man?
Why?
Because you're gonna name it after him.
We can't even talk about Naruto.
He can't, man. I can't. Look, you always gotta mention Naruto's faults. All right, that's one of them. But anyways, regardless. Anyway, same thing they did with Sasuke. Okay, when he was facing Haku, okay, Naruto was there too. But when he was facing Haku, okay, he had to concentrate. And you know what happened? He got his tomas in his eye, okay, and he became that much awesomer. All right. Sadara, she was doing the same thing, alright? She was facing one of the girls who had the Kiba Lightning Fang Blades, okay? Part of one of the 7 Hidden Mist Swordsmen, alright? She's facing her, and at first, in the beginning, you thought that she didn't have the upper hand because, you know, this other chick, she's coming at her, trying to, you know, obviously kill her and whatnot. You think she's a lot more skillful because she's from the Hidden Mist. My apologies, the Hidden Mist. And as we know, the Hidden Mist, they train completely different than the Leaf. I would say they probably train better than the Leaf, but with all that, you have Sadara, who at the beginning seems to be kind of at a disadvantage, but then afterwards, once she activated her Sharingan, you know, her actual natural power and whatnot, she starts to get accumulated to what's going on in the fight and whatnot, or not acclimated, I apologize, to the fight, and guess what? I get my Sharingan action. Now, at the very beginning, you go ahead and you see Sadara using the Genjutsu on, okay, the Hidden Mist Swordsman girl. Okay, I gotta remember her name. I can't remember her name.
Too many different.
Yeah, names. I have to remember. But regardless, that chick.
I'm not.
So you have her on that chick, and at first, seeing that's exactly what they did. See, the only thing that they didn't do with Sasuke is they didn't have him using his Genjutsu in the very, very beginning, which to me, I think that's kind of like showing how like kind of far progressed Sadara is, because in the beginning when you saw Sasuke, you didn't see him with the Genjutsu using that when he faced Haku and he had his tomas. You didn't see that, but with Sadara, you tell me that she has one toma and she's already this effective with her Genjutsu. It's like Uchiha blood, I'm telling you. So with that, to me, that was just so dope for them to incorporate that so early on, because think about it. You didn't really start hearing about the Sharingan. You didn't think, not Sharingan, you didn't think about hearing the Genjutsu being that good up until maybe the 2nd or 3rd toma that you got in it. They really didn't say when the Genjutsu came or whatnot. But with Sadara's first toma, that's what she did. So as the battle's going on, okay, you know, you see Sadara kind of not having the upper hand in the battle or whatnot. But then as I was watching the episode, I'm sitting like, well, is it that right now are we seeing what we're actually seeing, or was the Genjutsu, like, was that kind of just a mishap and that really didn't happen, she got out of it? So you don't really know up until, you know, later on in the episode where you find that, you know, she got her ass, all right? So that moment, and all it takes is that every time is that one look. Everybody wants to be so excited. Oh, I've heard rumors about the Sharingan. You can do this, 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 and this. And then they've always wanted to face it, and then when they face it, they lose. That happens every single time. Even a person who had a Sharingan, Kakashi, every time I've had a Sharingan, you know, huh? That's what I thought. Let me talking shit, bro. Let me talk shit. I don't want to hear nothing, all right? But anytime somebody hears rumors about the Sharingan, they always want to face it, and then when they end up facing it, they end up losing, all right? That's just how it happens, okay? You're going up against Sharingan, okay? And it's funny because she knows what the Sharingan is. She's like, oh, you can do Genjutsu, you can copy the signs from people, okay? She knows all of these things, and yet you still got caught in it. It happens like that. So, with that, this episode, Boruto, was fantastic, and I thought that they showed enough with her Sharingan to the point where I'm like, okay, I feel like they're going to be in good motion to really set her up to be as powerful as she could possibly get. Now, this is where I want to know more about her Sharingan, and it goes to being why that coming with how powerful Sasuke is and all the past Uchiha have been, okay, I'm trying to figure out what is going to be her maximum amount of power she can get out of her Sharingan. Now, as we all know, okay, you go your 1 toma, your 2 toma, your 3 tomas, all right? That's when you have your Sharingan, and then you use that, you master it, and then you call it a day, and then you get on, then you go to Mangekyo, okay? Then you get your Mangekyo, and then after that, if you get far enough, if you can get past that, then you get to your internal Mangekyo, okay? So, we all know that the process to get to the Mangekyo, okay, you need to have, one of those, there needs to be a strong emotional tear or rift within you. It can be about yourself. You can feel less about yourself. It can be about someone you love. It could be almost anything that gives you an emotional trigger to get you there, okay? With Sasuke, okay, it's right after Obito, okay, or Toby, whatever you want to prefer him as. That's right after he got Sasuke, told him the truth about Itachi, and then, that's when the Itachi, set the Amaterasu in his eye, tried to kill him, all good jazz, and then you go back, so then that's when he has his group, okay, he has Taka, okay, and he changes it from, I lied, he has Heavy, and he changed it from Heavy to Taka, okay, and Taka meaning go destroy the leaf, okay, his Heavy was to go kill Orochimaru, not kill Orochimaru, to kill Itachi and all the good jazz, but I think they went from Heavy to Taka. So, going on with that, at that moment you see a nice sunset, you see Sasuke really understanding the truth about his brother and the love that he had for Itachi, and then, of course, he cries, and then when he opens his eyes, he got the Mangekyo, and his Mangekyo was so sick. So, the same thing, we go back, not to Shisui, because it didn't really tell us how Shisui got his like that, but you go to Itachi. Itachi got his Mangekyo after Shisui, I'm not gonna say, I wouldn't say commit suicide off the cliff, but essentially yes. And then he gave Itachi his last eye. He put in the crow and all the jazz, and then that's when Itachi got his Mangekyo. Okay, same thing with not the same thing with Madara and his brother, because they showed us that they just kept battling so much and winning and killing people to the fact that it just turned on them. Like it just turned. So that's basically it. So as you can see, all the Uchiha and Obito awakened his Mangekyo Sharingan, okay, at that moment where after he just got out of training with Madara and whatnot, trying to get back to his strength, Zetsu came and said that, Rin and Kakashi being attacked. So, that's when he ran through the forest, found the people, and then that's when he saw Rin commit suicide and stab herself onto Kakashi. And then
no, she didn't. He didn't see her commit suicide. Yeah, he thought Kakashi killed her.
No, he saw her. He saw when she turned. She had looked, turned, and ran into him. That second he cleared the forest, he saw Rin, Kakashi, and he saw Rin doing this, or technically Kakashi doing this.
He thought Kakashi had killed Rin.
So, but I just said what actually happened. Regardless, Obito saw Rin pass away. Obito saw Rin pass away, and that triggered him, okay, and that caused him and Kakashi, okay, well not and Kakashi, it just caused Obito to awaken his eyes, okay, that he got his Mangekyo. That's when Kakashi passed out, okay, Rin's dead, and then that's when, Obito did his whole rampage on all those people, right? So, back to Boruto. Everybody's Mangekyo Sharingan have been powerful and have been shown just how awesome it is. So with Sadara, I'm really hoping that now I want to see what the design of her Mangekyo is going to be, because when we think about it, I'm not going to say she can only get as powerful, but for right now, she can only get up to the Mangekyo Sharingan, and that's it, because there's not another set of eyes to give her. Now, coming in with what could possibly happen with that.
Couldn't she have taken the one that was in Shins?
And Shins? Mm-hmm. And that's where there are complications, okay? Because if you go Orochimaru may have those spare eyes. Danzo could have spare eyes hidden somewhere. You can go Shin, okay? But that's Orochimaru still in his rank and experience and whatnot. But you can go oh my lord, Kaguya's people, okay, could possibly do something to where she could, of course, get past that level. There's so many things that they've introduced subtly that it's going to make it hard to really say like how powerful she could get. Because think about it, we didn't know that Danzo had the scroll to get to Kaguya and how to summon her. That was random as shit. But guess what? That happened. Orochimaru has plenty of hideouts, and it's Orochimaru. He always has something up his sleeve. And the only reason I'm saying like it's possible, but from what they've shown us with the Sharingan and to get the Eternal Mangekyo, it needs to be of relation. Okay, so Madara and his brother. Okay, Itachi and Itachi and Sasuke. Okay, so as far
as Itachi get it from S.U.A?
But he didn't know. So because Itachi didn't have the Mangekyo, he didn't have the Eternal Mangekyo. He was trying to get it because he went after Sasuke.
Okay.
Because he tried to get Sasuke's. That's when they had their fight. But he tried to get Sasuke's eyes because that's when he explained to him the whole Eternal Mangekyo, how you're supposed to get here to here and all that good jazz. So with that, from what you've shown me, it needs to be sibling related, okay, or blood related, okay. Now, people will go and say, well, it's nothing for Sasuke just to go give his eyes to Sadara if something ever happens. But where that comes into play is that his eyes are already advanced. They're past that. They're past the point of where you would because it would be pointless to give her his eyes because they're advanced. You might as well just get rid of her eyes now and then you just give his eyes to her. So I'm saying like with that and I feel like if you do that, you're not giving her her own. Like you're giving her power that she can use. Get it on but yeah, exactly. That's not something
you don't feel a sense of achievement.
No, because then every Uchiha that has achieved whatever power form, they went through their own trials and tribulations to get there. Right. So my thing is, I don't want that's one of my big things. Why I'm not worried about you getting rid of Sasuke's eyes. I'm doing the fact that if you do that, then you're giving stuff to her because she's an Uchiha. And I don't want, and people already don't like Uchihas, so I don't want them to say, well, you just gave her eyes and she became this powerful. I don't want that. I want everyone to see each Uchiha that they went through their own shit to get powerful, and then they stayed that way. So with Sadara, I'm hoping that they go ahead and make it to where she gets her Mangekyo, but then once that point hits, then I want to see how by that time, because that's so far down the line, but by that time, hopefully they're going to already be in the making a reason to why she's either going to get her Eternal Mangekyo, or if she gets it, or anything can happen. She could get her own curse mark. They could bring that back. Okay, there's so many things that they could possibly do to just her to make her powerful, but that's on that Sadara and whatnot. With her, the Sharingan, I was happy. Thank you, okay, because I was so happy that y'all did the right thing with Sadara and y'all didn't bullshit her in the fight. Y'all let her live up to the Uchiha name and whatnot, and I'm happy for that. Now, with this Boruto and Kagura fight, all right, I said it that I wanted Boruto to get his ass whooped, and that's what's happening. And I'm glad, okay? Because right now, the way they see it, the way I'm seeing it, Kagura already told Naruto, I warned you, you shouldn't have come. And he looks like he's already chosen the side with Shizuma. But my thing is, I watched the preview, for the next episode at the end of every episode, and I'm saying they're about to Naruto it. That's exactly what they're about to do, because now they're saying, Kagura, why would you do this? You need to come home, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and all you're doing, he's Narutoing it. That's what they're doing right now. And I'm telling you, that does not need to happen. Because now what they've done is they've gone ahead and tried to make it to where it's Boruto converting people in his own way, but it's really the same way that Naruto did. You just changed his name and then made him younger. That's all you did. That's all you did to Boruto, and now but see what they did in the beginning, they tried to get you with saying, oh, Boruto, he doesn't want to be Hokage, he wants to be like Sasuke. They tried to get it to make it seem like, no, Boruto is completely different than Naruto, when actually he's not. His mindset of, oh, I just don't want to be Hokage, yeah, that's different, but that's half the village. So that's not really a big key thing.
Is the cohesiveness, wanting the family to be together, because Hinata wanted the same thing. Hinata didn't want there to be differences in beefs within her home clan. She didn't want none of that. She wanted love. She didn't want her group to split up. She always cared for people. She always wanted to be there for people. Same thing Naruto did. Naruto had other different traits that, yes, Boruto may show, but to me, he does show some of the things of Hinata.
All of that lines up to where they were growing up in their personal beliefs, but them as two different characters are not the same. She is a shy girl. Naruto is not a shy guy. They're different.
I understand.
So that's all.
With that one point, but I'm saying,
but I'm talking about none of your points. I don't care about your points. I'm talking about the 2 points that I was saying. There are two different people.